difficulties, so my internet has been driving me crazy. So I've been doing the best I can. I've been uploading over here, left and right, and it fails and fails and fails. And I'm thinking it must be a problem with my computer. No, it's the internet. It keeps failing on me. So I try to do overnight when there's less, and it's been bad. So anyway, I just want you to know I'm still here and very, very busy, but just can't get anything to post. So hopefully this live will continue to do well. So far, so good. We have 35 seconds into the live. That's, but that isn't to say there won't be some drops. So forgive me if I suddenly turn into a blob of whiteness, but I'm very much going to be talking through it. Anyway, today we're talking about Xanathar's Guide to, which is still one of my favorite books right now. I've been reading over it and over it, but right now we're going to talk about the Warlock Hexblade. Now, the Celestial, interesting, very interesting, but the Warlock Hexblade has some very nice skills that I think anyone who plays it will suddenly realize that they had been missing it the entire time they've been a Warlock. And I do like the beginning here. Let me kind of show you here. I'll see if I can get that into frame. So let me kind of show you here. It may be inverted, but I see these little things. These are the patron's attitude and the special terms of the pact. Now, that's all great and fancy, uh, but I love that there are so many new things added to it. We can look at it in kind of a new light, as it were, with the patron. Like, why is the patron doing this? Why would they just give them power? And also, not just why are they giving them power, but can they do with it? What do they expect of it? So the patron's attitude, you roll a d6, and your patron could be disciplinarian, but treats you with a measure of respect. You could also have each interaction with your capricious patron is a surprise, whether pleasant or painful. Like if they just show up at random and just mess with you. I love it, and I feel like they needed to add kind of a little bit of flavor to it. Also, I love the special terms of the pact. Like, for instance, when directed, you must take immediate action against a specific enemy of your patron. So, whether you're in the middle of a crowded city or in the middle of a concert, all of a sudden your character just has to jump up and attack a character. Otherwise, your patron will withdraw power. Maybe not forever, depending on what the DM decides. But I love having that unknown danger. See, in my campaign that we're running right now on our live, which, by the way, should be tomorrow evening. Yeah, Thursday, 7:30 ish Mountain Standard Time. Anyway, so the Hexblade that I'm running as an NPC, his patron is a trickster god that I've made up, and not totally different from anyone else's trickster gods, mind you, but it's a trickster that really is able to manipulate and show up here and there. So I kind of added these elements of Xanathar's Guide. Now let's get straight to the Hexblade's MO. What are they about? So it says here the Hexblade made your pact with a mysterious entity. Now my thing's been a little stranger. Hold on. Hold up. My phone is being wacky. It's on the drop. Alright, here we go again. So it says you made a pact with a mysterious entity from Shadowfell, a force that manifests in sentient magic, weapons carved from stuff of shadow. The mighty Black Razor, if you haven't heard of that one, it's a huge double-handed sword that has like stars, and every time they kill someone with it, I believe it whispers and things like that. It's very creepy. But the Hexblade is basically the shadowy force behind these weapons can offer power to warlocks in form of pacts with it. So many Hexblade warlocks create weapons that emulate those formed in the Shadowfell. So you'll take like a blade. So for instance, if you pick up a blade as a warlock, you can cast this ability at level 1. So it says you gain the ability to place a baleful curse on someone, and you also are able to on Hex Warrior, you acquire the woo. Oh, sorry about that. All right, you acquire the training necessary to effectively arm yourself for battle. That I mean, you gain proficiency immediately with medium armor, shields, and martial weapons as well. Also, the influence that he gives you, you're able to add like this charisma modifier to your attack, which thank you, because a lot of us like to have charismatic characters, and warlocks I feel like they're so out of place in the party. They can feel so out of place, especially if you have a paladin in your mix. But if you have this warlock there, like what are they doing there? What is the whole thing behind it? So if they have this like ability to curse their blades and make them curse someone that they're attacking to like draw power from them. I think it is just this like hidden magic almost. Like the paladin wouldn't be able to really be too bugged about it because you're using your magic so much on your blades. Of course, they do have magic too. So don't get me started on Warlock magic. I love their magic. It's creepy but amazing. Now at level 6, now this is where my character, NPC character, just appeared. They now are able to use the Accursed Spectre, starting at level 6. And if you don't know what that is, you can curse a soul of a person you slay, temporarily binding it to your service. So you immediately create a specter from the body. Now, what I did with it is that my character struck a drow in the Underdark, and threw him to the ground. And out of his body, he drew the energy, and the specter appeared. And it's like it was such a pivotal moment as a DM to show my characters just how dangerous Odeon is, who's my warlock, Hexblade. And he was able to do this in front of them, and they were just kind of a little bit terrified because he just created a specter. And now it's with him until long rest. The specter remains in your service until the end of your next long rest, at which point it vanishes to the afterlife. So if a paladin's upset about that, say, I'm just using him for now, I will release him when I'm done. And it's this really sinister but really cool aspect to a warlock class. Also, hexes at level 10, you grow more powerful. If the target cursed by your hexblade curse hits you with an attack roll, you can use a reaction roll of d6. On a 4 or higher, the attack instead misses you, regardless of the roll. So anyway, I think this is really cool. I think there's a lot of fun things that you can do with a hexblade, and it can't be forced to sleep. So if you're a fae, you can't be brought down to the knees of fae. You can just immediately stop a sleep spell, and you may be the one unaffected by it. And then it's up to you to somehow revive the others and take out whatever's stopping it. There's so many elements of roleplay in this I find appealing as a DM, as a player. I feel like the hexblade is one of my it's close to my favorite, which is the Arcane Archer, but I feel like Hexblade has so many fun abilities, not to mention the fact that they magic, and Warlock spells in and of themselves are, some people would say overpowered, I say they're just right on for fun. And yeah, that's going to be it for today. I will be going over another class in about a few days. I'm trying to up some more videos, and also I wanted to, it's a little bit over that now, but also we're reaching up to 430 in subscribers, which is pretty crazy because this is just kind of a hobby channel, and I'm having a lot of fun. Of course, I want to make it something in the end, but mostly I want to do for music and a platform where I can post the music of the people I've been doing it for. So anyway, if you have a suggestion or want a song done for yourself or your characters, please let me know in the comments below. And as always, may your rolls always be natural ones, just not natural ones. And I will see you later. And there should be a Let's Play coming out soon of Baldur's Gate 2, which I just purchased. Thank you, Patreons and patrons. That helps a lot when you help buy me a game that I cannot afford myself. Just kidding. I'll talk to you guys later. Goodbye.